Hey y'all, and welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach, and today Carpenter Zach is back in the game. So we had mentioned in the previous video that we were going to start working on the ceiling in our store. So we went to Lowe's and I got a bunch of these pine picket boards, which I'll show you more of that here in just a second. I use them all the time. They're only about $1.90-ish per board. It's like the one thing that hasn't been hit by the just insane lumber price gouging that's happening. So I like using them when we can. The thing about these bad boys are they're not really treated. I don't think they're treated at all. I think they're completely untreated. And it's pine and they're thin, and so they easily break, they can easily weather. But we've used these even for our raised beds. You can throw a little stain on them, something, you can burn them to kind of help preserve them, that works. But where this is going in the ceiling and it's gonna be completely dry, I think it's gonna give a very, very pretty look for the store. So we're gonna be running them long ways this way, up, and then it's gonna follow the curve that's happening and then back down. So it's gonna basically give like a vapor lock that's gonna be in there. So the gap between the wood and then the ceiling is gonna help hold that heat there instead of having it all down here. I will be putting some insulation up, not a whole lot. But I'll be throwing insulation up in there, and this is the reason why. Think about an attic. An attic actually is good to have that space and not be completely full of insulation. Yeah, you can do it, but you're really not needing to do so, and it's kind of a waste of money for you. You just want to build an area where the heat will hold and then eventually escape back out the holes that are there. You don't want it to just basically completely block out. I mean, I guess you can, but that's going to cost you a lot more money. So we're doing this to do it the cheaper route. It's kind of what we did at the pole barn when we put our ceiling in there. We put some insulation up, not a whole lot, and it did amazing stuff. So, first step is taking all those lights and vines down because they're in my way and I need to be able to work. We'll get that done, and then we'll get working on the wood. All right, she's naked again. So we got all that down. Now it's time to start doing this pine boards. Gonna test it out and see how it goes. At this immediate moment, I'm really wishing we went ahead and did this and I listened to Jen, because I always should, because there's things like ginormous fridges in the way and a bunch of stuff in the way. That's all right, we'll get it done. So here are these pine picket fence boards. They're exactly what you think. They just have this edge on the top. But for the most part, I'm gonna have to cut almost every single one as it is. So I'm just gonna make sure I cut out this end and we'll have a nice flat end. So I'm going 69 inches on the first one, and it's kind of the setting the standard, that first line, just like when you lay floor. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully it's as level as it can be. All right, I am starting on the back side of our store. So basically what I'm doing is the door, like when you walk in, you see this side first. So this will be the side that I get right. And then if it gets off at any point, the one that's gonna be behind people is the one I have to shim and sham and make work. So that's why, if you're not the most fantastic carpenter in the world, those are things you think about. And obviously you keep trying to get better, but where are people's eyes gonna go first? And they're gonna go to this wall right here. So we wanna make sure it looks the best, and over there, maybe not so best. Did the same thing with the floor too. Okay, first board up. Can't really tell much with the first board. You know, like when you do paint, like trowel painting, you gotta put a big area. So I'm gonna go down this whole first row, and then I'll probably work my way this way, because that'll help me with my measurements going down. Because I don't want them all to end on the same. So basically the next one I'll take it to this truss, the next one I'll take to this truss, and then we'll repeat the process. That way it's a little bit more eye appealing, and not just one, they're not all buttoned up together at the exact same spot. So we'll see how it turns out. I mean, it's definitely gonna make it lighter, which I think is good because it's a small store and that's gonna help make the place feel bigger. So yeah, I wish I could talk to y'all all day, but I have a whole lot of ceiling to go. And we got a late start today because we were working on Tilly for quite most of the day, getting her hose cleaned up. She's a beast to deal with. But yeah, so now I'm running behind schedule. Hopefully I can get it done by the end of this day, and then hopefully tomorrow I can spend all day on it and we can get it done. But we'll see. We shall see. Time to throw you all on time lapse and see this thing come to life. Okay, we're 2 rows down, and one thing I wanted to show you all is when you start your first cut here and your second cut starts here, no boards are being wasted, because then when you get down to the end there, you're gonna be cutting them, and then that board that you start with will then come back and go up here to start your 3rd row. So just a little tidbit. It's not wasting wood, and it's easy on the eyes to make sure that not all your seams are meeting at the same point. All right, Jed and I got 6 total rows done. You know, with this, you're only getting about 6 inches of width. So you do a whole row and you only gain 6 inches. So you feel like you're doing a lot more than it actually is showing, but it'll be done before we know it. Stay tuned. We will see you here in just a minute. I want to show you how we're going to shove insulation down inside of them now, because there's something to hold on to instead of having to worry about doing staples and stuff. But it's on Valentine's when we're shooting this. Oh, mama likes it. And now we are going to eat some dinner, and we will see y'all in the morning. Before the morning hits, hit that like button and subscribe button. And just like that, good morning. I got, of course, Benny here with me, biting my ankles the whole way up to feed old Zeus. Xena, please, please. All right, let's get over here and feed Zeus real quick. Good morning, mamas. We're gonna have babies today? Nah, y'all gonna wait till tomorrow when the weather gets terrible, aren't you? It's gonna be a beautiful day here today. It's gonna be like 70 degrees, but whenever you get that hot, when you're still in winter, that's usually a negative thing, and it is here. Tomorrow, we're gonna be in some severe weather, hail, possible tornadoes, all that good stuff. So today's a big work day to get things done, because tomorrow we'll probably be trapped inside. Hi, the little babies. Hello, little babies. All right, slow down, Z, slow down, slow down, slow down. There you go, there you go. What's up, Butters? Uh-huh. Hello, Mr. Turkey. Don't be circling me, big dog. Uh-huh. Wow, you all just gobbled in my ear, and that was so loud. Y'all gone, little buddy. It's all gone. It's all gone. Little update on Butters babies. All of them are doing good. Everybody's nursing real well. Everybody's real strong. Just real proud of all the little babies. Dolly. Hi, Dolly. You sweet little girl. All right, back in the store, and it smells like a brand new cabin. I love the smell of pine and or cedar. It makes something smell so good. But we are getting there, like you all saw last night. Our first step is we're gonna be taking insulation and shoving it straight back in here on each one of these sections. And then we'll do 6 more, and we'll do that same kind of concept. What's really gonna be cool is when we get to this curve right here, and it kind of starts doming over. That's gonna be really neat. The one thing that's gonna suck is I'm gonna lose the skylight that we had. It's a clear end cap or whatever, a clear cap that covers the top. And it was nice to have that natural light, but if I leave that gap open, it's kind of making this whole ceiling pointless. So we're gonna have to completely cover it up. But I think it's gonna really make this look pretty. And I can't wait to see the finished product. And for you, because we have to beat this rain, we have to really just head down, get this work done. We're gonna have to do a big reveal for you all. This is what you all get to see. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you like this idea, if you have ever used pine boards for different stuff too, I want to hear your ideas. What have you used these cheap pine boards before? Because I can promise you one thing. This is going to be the cheapest, prettiest ceiling you've probably ever seen. Bought 50 boards, that cost us roughly at $100. I'm definitely going to need more boards than that. But overall, this ceiling is probably only going to cost us about $200 with the wood prices the way they are now. So you all, don't just wander down and say lumber prices are too high. I got to think of an alternative. There are alternatives even in lumber, and that's what I'm trying to express to you. So find things like these pine boards, use that idea, use it for all different types of projects that you have. It's a way that you can make things look pretty, and you can do it without breaking the bank. But you all, I can't wait for you to see the big reveal, so make sure right now to hit that subscribe button for me. Stay tuned for the next video, because this should be done, as long as the creek don't rise.